Brief recap on what happened last time.
We kicked some serious ass. Some serious ass.
And then we got
I counted like 18. No.
And then we all prepared to piss our pants.
Oh yeah, we all had to change the drawers at the end of the session.
Alright, that's what you normally do. Joshua, recap. What'd you do?
I electrified a bunch of poisonous water or something. You know,
It was water, and then it became.
it was electricity and then the water. I kept feeling the damage everybody was doing.
I was enjoying the awesome fight.
Everybody's sitting over there like, yeah, you take damage, but it doesn't matter, he's gonna heal it anyways.
He was channeling heal spell, and it was ridiculous because my creatures, for some weird ass reason, would not hit them, would not hit the crew members, not at all. My dice was so low last game.
Yeah.
Brandon, just in all of the battle.
Enjoying it, loving it, and everything.
Go.
Knocking down.
Until that control.
We started off going down a little icy cavern thing. Saw a light at the end. There was like stuff in the ice walls, and then we started getting attacked. And first he was trying to figure out how to fix our ship because the bottom hole broke or something.
Brace.
And we sent,
the brace.
Mark?
Mark and like a couple people out to go get, because we didn't know we were going to be attacked. So we sent our people away.
And they still weren't women at the
I think where's the women? I'm like, about that. Gotta go by.
Oh, and they took the ale. And you were just like, wait, you left the bottle for us too? We didn't get that.
I'm like, yeah.
Really?
Well,
Oh, damn it.
my bad.
Took both barrels.
And so, for our new guest here, they spawned on a whole different continent. They were traveling around with a cat person and what was he? An orc?
Half-orc.
A half orc?
Not you.
Big ugly.
No.
Other guy.
I don't remember.
Oh yeah, he was an elf.
Was he?
Yeah.
That's a big difference.
And first day out, they end up stealing a carriage from an old man, which was really weird. They end up killing a blacksmith and adopting his son.
I blame everything on her. She was an awful person.
Yes, she
I
was.
wanted to leave her from the get-go.
And then end up having the kid go to the church.
The church which no one was supposed to go to.
Yes, the church was no one was supposed to go to at that level.
Repeatedly told her.
And the kid was dead. She got mind fucked by demons and became a demon herself. And then she went off and destroyed a whole city, leaving it a horrid pit of despair. And and then our dear captain has released hell on the other continent, so now the whole island is a burning waste hellhole. Well, the whole continent is a whole burning waste hellhole. It's literally hell over there. Yes.
We had a bar for a while. We came across this town and there was like no one there. And I was like, hey, this is awesome. Let's start a bar. And there was already shit like in there. There was already food and booze and everything. And then people started coming in because they were like doing construction and stuff. So that's how we got like all that money that he was talking about.
Okay.
As soon as I came back, because like I was running the place, quote unquote, but I got trapped and I had to travel back. And by the time I got back, everyone was fucking leaving because I fucked shit up.
Okay.
Yes, she ended up awakening an old titan, which was really pissed at the way he got captured. And that's why that whole continent is now a burning waste hellhole of despair.
You just had to piss something up.
Yes.
I was like, so if I maybe read this thing and, the world shook a little bit, is that okay?
Quanti Grata Nicto?
Did that work?
Maybe?
No, that's a coincidental earthquake. Seasonal, I guess. So then they managed to get a boat. Guide some elves to...
Flippy floppy?
managed to guide some elves to their promised land. And that island was being in a civil war with orcs and elves. They end up getting their orc crew destroyed by elves, and then they left that island. The old captain was killed, meant to walk the plank before the new captain. And there was an old captain.
I think the old captain, we'll just say he stayed on that island.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With a pistol with one shot in it, right?
Yeah. So he's by the beach next to the huge
Okay,
barbecue
the whole crew that he had died, and he was like, fuck it! And then I was like, okay, I'll be captain. So he stayed on the shore.
And then they went to a nice semi-tropical beachfront island where she found her nice Jill raptor. And then they left because it was really spooky and eerie and quiet too much and full of raptors.
Yeah, that's where you want to stay. Full of rappers.
So then they go to an island being controlled by the Ice King.
Oh no, that's where that came from. That's where that came from.
No, guys, I like my penguin.
Actually, they weren't penguins.
There was a penguin though.
Oh, okay.
He likes the raptors, so he actually basically mutated and trained raptors of different sorts.
To make them so they resist the cold.
Actually, no, they didn't.
Which is dumb.
What happens is his raptors have to continuously move, otherwise, since they're cold-blooded, they die.
So they're constantly striving raptors.
Yes.
No.
Yeah, they're runners.
He's not a smart Ice King, okay?
Alright.
Nuh-uh.
No.
They found this guy in the cargo hold of their ship.
I was one of the old crew
Yes.
that did not die.
Wait, before that, we found the castle, and the dragon was there, and he was gonna kill us.
Oh, yes. I was going to kill them all. And then at a nice
Dragon
expression
was
of
gonna-
luck, because the captain decided to run through the castle, setting off the traps and awaking the dragon that was sleeping underneath it.
Even though there were warning signs not
Yes,
to do
even
so.
though there
Yeah.
was warning signs put up not to do it.
But
I'm thinking,
hey,
oh, maybe they just want to die, and so
good job.
Wow,
Captain.
alright.
Since we were on the
Good job,
topic of Indiana Jones earlier, I was like, let's go!
Dun, 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 yeah.
and so
Hearing through.
the elder black dragon had granted them wishes. Yes.
Okay. I want to know what he's
Well,
requiring in demand for that.
What
Alright.
was getting ready to happen was he was going to grant their wishes and then kill them.
Oh, look,
It
your
was-
longest
yeah.
desire has been
then kill him.
granted.
Yep.
You're all dead.
That was his thing.
That's cute.
But
And so the cabin boy, which rolled a 20, actually wished to live there in happiness together. And so the other dragon's like, "Psh, what's 100 years? Whatever, I'll come back and kill you as soon as the kid's dead." And then he leaves. And then he grants them the hold until the point that he dies. So when he dies, the elder dragon's coming back and destroying everyone in
So,
that castle.
So
keep Sammy alive and
the
all-
current mission is to make that shit immortal.
yes, yes.
Make that little shit immortal.
And he's come near death several times since his wish was made.
But he's been awesome the whole way.
Wow, alright.
Yeah.
Spunk.
But he's been awesome the whole
Is
way.
he filled with spunk? Was he in the metal?
No, I was.
So at the time, yeah.
So you're full of spunk. Got it.
Yep.
At the time of the fight with the Ice King, the dwarf, what's his name?
I'm sorry, but it's true.
Mark? Yes.
Yeah, Mark.
He was sent to go find his ore that he was fabled to go find from his own personal quest, and he found it, retrofitted the ship, and came in to save them at the very end before the Ice King basically killed them all by a gigantic iceberg which was forming for 5 turns, which no one looked up ever to see.
Nope.
Yes.
Sorry, I was just trying to kill a raptor.
The whole time he's sitting up there charging up, have things fighting for him, and no one looked up. I described how it got darker,
Yep. And colder.
and colder and colder for like 5 whole turns,
Uh-huh.
and then finally, when they all look up, this guy here finally distracted the Ice King with his fire attack and caused him to lose concentration of the giant iceberg, which started to crash on top of them.
But it didn't.
But it didn't, only because Mark came through, retrofitted the ship with this ore that actually has to fly.
Okay.
So the whole ship is braced with this ore that flies.
And we
it's
still somehow drove it into a ditch.
Captain's orders.
Not lying.
No one's tried to overtake me yet.
Yeah.
It was all my mistakes.
Well, but she actually killed all of half her crew, and no one left her, and then she got more crew members.
Yeah, that's all you gotta do.
And so then they go to this island that's sitting off the edge of a gigantic maelstrom whirlpool, and the people there took a liking to the captain and her crew for bringing them meats that was not fish, which they've been eating for so long.
Right.
There was a whole quest line going there, but they decided to skip out, get drunk, get rowdy, and the captain apparently proposed to one of the local innkeepers.
By doing what now? Because this was totally accidental.
No, yeah.
She was trying to trade, and she ended up trading a jar full of milk. So she had presented this person with an opaque liquid inside of a jar, which these people are now merfolk. So basically she was like saying, you know, fertilize, please. And their species of this clan, the female proposed to the male. He was a high-ranking member of the inn. He had a nice inn.
So he jerked off in the milk and they see
No.
Good
She
job.
proposed to him by handing him the jar of milk. And so he, in return, since he likes the food that they gave, so he sent her a whole bunch of fish as she presented him with the food. And so then there was a deed in there saying, hey, I now accept it. He has, I think I said a week to accept the proposal. Oh no, yeah, a
It
week.
was probably like a day or something.
No, yeah.
Yeah, he had a week to accept the proposal, which it only took him a day to accept it. She was new and
Oh.
exciting. She brought strange food over everyone liked, and she proposed.
Nothing like going ahead and having some fish cock.
Well, at the night of the ceremony, the whole town was decked out in their scales, the specific staff of their tribes there, and
The light shined on the stone.
the light shined on the stone, which illuminated the whole island as
I had
it
an
was.
orgasm because of how shiny it was.
Yes.
I passed out. I was the
Our half-orc friend passed out because it looked like a dragon's horde. The whole island looked like a gigantic dragon's horde.
Orgasm.
And so,
Don't forget.
oh, and this guy right here actually looks similar to their deity.
Okay.
And the fact that he, what he is an elemental dragon, and so he was able to transform his element to water. So he really looked like it for that moment for them. So
Okay.
no one's technically really seen it. He comes the closest to it in like millennia. So that's why they always praise him. So he has 3 chicks in his harem now, and he's trying to ride with a boat somewhere.
3 little girls in your harem.
And during this trading back and forth, the merfolk there has been downsides because of this one evil god on the island. We never got to it, so it's a story arc we don't have to go into. But she got a lot of the merfolk to join her ranks just because they were like, hey, I want food. Hey, they got booze, and so you know they're following. Well, it was not technically booze. She ran out of booze like probably 3 weeks in her adventure, and her cabin boys came up with a method of giving the troops non-alcoholic beer, basically non-alcoholic ale. He cooked it up, he served it to everyone. The whole bottom of the castle spilled the crap.
Okay.
And so what the people did, they kept drinking and drinking. They just realized they were drinking a lot more, so they would get full. They would get so full that they start, acting stupid,
Right.
and they would pass out. So they figure, oh man, this stuff is amazing. I can have all I want, and then pass out. So they haven't really been questioning why all of a sudden it's taking so much more to even feel anything, which they really don't feel anything at all until they get full enough to pass out.
Interesting.
Well, at the ceremony, no one told the cabin boy what was going on, and the cabin
And he was
boy,
nowhere to be found.
the cabin boy was doing something you ordered him to do. So
Yeah, so was that thing there?
and then you ordered your crew specifically not to talk to Sammy, to tell him to come to you.
Yeah.
And so with the ceremony going on, no one saw him because no one was going to look for him.
Okay.
Oh boy.
So right as this innkeep starts walking to the bridge, because once he walks onto the bridge, then they change paperwork and they're married.
Okay.
Well, they're unofficially, but ceremony married. They're already married because he already agreed to it. And so she has the inn, all rights and properties, all of the stuff is now hers.
Okay.
That's how this tribe works. And Sammy comes along, and now it's a slaughter fest. It's like Carrie, red Carrie everywhere. The sun shines on the gym, the whole island turns burnt red, and everyone's
freaking
scared because the deity's on the ship. So everyone close enough to be on the ship stayed on the ship. Everyone that was in between the blood massacre ran the other way.